You know, it's one thing to build a tarp or a shelter when it's sunny and dry and warm. It's altogether a different story to stay in a shelter when it's raining and wet and cold. I did raise it a little bit when the weather was clear, but I'm going to lower it now and see. It's been pouring rain out here for about 3 hours, and I'm going to see what it's like underneath here. Look at that, right down the seam. Same here, just exactly how it should be. And this ground, people, is bone dry everywhere under my tarp. What I really like about a tarp is the sense of openness and freedom that you just cannot get in a tent. I'm able to look out in my surroundings. Yeah, the wind is coming in. There's no question about that. A tent definitely has an advantage in that regard. But you can hear the rain just coming down on that tarp. And I can see out all the angles, all the sides. I got a comment mentioning, at hunting season, maybe it's not such a good idea to wear camo clothing. And that's a really good point. I want to emphasize that I do have safety orange as well, especially during rifle season. If I go into the woods, I'm wearing blaze orange. Now I should say this, it is bow hunting season now. There are very few bow hunting accidents, bow hunting, fatality kind of accidents as compared to rifle hunting. And all the bow hunters I've seen, man, they go out in full camo. I mean, they want to just hunker down and totally blend in with their environment. I guess they're not as concerned about mistaking each other as targets. Why is that? I don't know. Are bow hunters as a group more careful at identifying their targets than rifle hunters? I don't know, people. But maybe you could weigh in on that. If you're in an area practicing bushcraft, putting up a tarp like I'm doing here, where there is hunting, I would say of any sort, please, people, bring some blaze orange, safety orange, whatever you want to call it, fluorescent orange, and wear it. A lot of times, the kind of noises, especially that bushcrafters might make, may sound like a rutting deer. So check it out, people. I highly recommend you set up a tarp, really become familiar with those knots. Check out my video on how to do that. Setting up a ridgeline with Siberian hitch, power cinch, Prusik knots, tying down your ends with taut lines. Got a taut line right there. Look at that water just coming off the edge of that. So thanks for watching. Check out my video on how to set up a tarp. I'll put a link up here. And if this is your first time checking out my videos, it would be great to have you as a new subscriber.